Brought these home from work. I did ask permission, even though they were only going in the garbage. This is some training exercises that butchers do. The guy training me is a master butcher, and not only is he a fantastic butcher, he is a superb teacher, which is even more important than being a fantastic butcher. This is a couple of different pieces of beef neck. And when you cut up, this was cut up from a rack, it's called. A rack is the front quarter without the leg and without the brisket is called the rack. So we cut up a rack this morning, and a bunch of it goes into ground beef. And this would have all been, like this would have been a perfect rectangle. It looked like meat, but it had all the bone in it. And this was a fairly big size like this, and all of this was filled with meat. And so the exercise is, I don't have a boning knife here at home, unfortunately, so picture a knife kind of like that, only about this long, and it comes right down to a point up at the end there. And this is an exercise. First of all, even without the exercise, you always clean the meat out of here to go into the ground beef, because there's quite a bit of meat in there. But it's an exercise in learning to use your knife to get in between those bones. You can see there's very intricate patterns here. I did a fairly good job here. I mean, there's still a little bit of meat on there. You know, my trainer, the boys are making a lot of noise over there. Yeah, so there's a lot of intricate patterns in the bones there, neck bones and part of the spine. This one especially, you can see you got to get your knife basically in this way and scoop around, so there's a lot of wrist action involved, practice for wrist action, and also practice on learning what the bones are shaped like. The first time I did this, it took me like an hour and a half to do one. Now I can do one of these in about 10 minutes, and it's only been 3 weeks. So he always saves these for me to do, and there's quite a bit of intricate cutting around the bones. You can see I missed a little in here. Actually, I should have gotten more in there. Really good exercise for learning. He keeps telling me it's all in your wrist, it's all in your wrist. So this it teaches you to feel with your knife, because often your knife is about 4 inches deep into a piece of meat, and there's a bone in there, and you've got to follow the bone to, like deboning something I'm just learning, deboning a ham, like the back leg of a pig. Your knife is about 4 inches in there, and you're feeling the bone, and you got to be able to feel that bone in there to follow it along. You can't see anything. So this is an exercise in feeling where the bones are and following them along all through all of this stuff. I find it's a fantastic exercise. I'm really glad that he gets me doing this, and I'm getting better at it, and I'm getting better with the old wrist action with the knife, and that's that.